Alright. It's October 27th. I'm down here at a spot near my house. It's a small horse farm. It's down in like a creek bottom, and I'm right in between two bedding areas. And usually during the pre-rut and the rut, these deer run this pretty good. There's a couple nice bucks in here that I know of, but I haven't checked my cameras in a couple weeks. And there's not much cell signal down here, so I don't have any cell cams out down here, so you never know what's around this time of year. Well, it's about 10:30. I had that little spike come in earlier this morning, and then I saw a decent 6-point back here behind me, just kind of glimpse at them. And then I saw a doe and another little buck over on the pipeline. But I heard a lot of crashing and stuff going on over in the thicket over there, kind of on the other side of this pasture. So I have a stand over there, so I might try that tomorrow morning. There was a lot of crashing and stuff I can't see over there, so I'm not sure what it was, but I have a camera over there, so I might check that camera, see what's on that. It's going to warm up to about 80 degrees this afternoon, so I'm not going to hunt this afternoon. And tomorrow it's supposed to be warm again, but it's getting to the pre-rut, so they're going to be moving a little bit, probably early morning. It's October 28th. I'm back down here where I was yesterday. But the wind switched around a little bit, so I'm in a different stand this morning. It's kind of warm. It's like 55 degrees. Just a little warm for this time of year. October 30th. I'm back down here where I was on Saturday, down in the same creek bottom. But I'm in a different stand. I'm in my hang-on the other side of the creek from where I was on Saturday. I should have been in this on Saturday because that white 6-pointer, he come in here 20 yards past the stand, but he was like 35 from the other stand, but I didn't really feel comfortable taking that shot. It was kind of thick. I saw 4 buck in here on Saturday and a couple does. White 6-pointer seems to be coming in here like every day. And there's a pretty nice 7-point with like a double bib or a double throat patch, whatever you want to call it. It's a really pretty deer. I think I'd probably rip one of him too. It's kind of warm. It's like 55 degrees. But it's only supposed to get up to like 63, I think.
Well, it's about 11 o'clock. It's been pretty slow. I just saw 2 doe at 8 o'clock this morning, and nothing other than that. Quick update, it's about 12:30. I just had a little spike come through, so it's nice to see that something's moving. Well, that's about it for tonight. I didn't see anything this afternoon. 11.5 hours sit today. Only see 3 deer. That's pretty unusual for this property.
Well, it's October 31st, Halloween. The day's finally come. This cold front we've been waiting for about a week. It's been pretty warm the past week, and the temperature is about 40 degrees this morning. It's pretty cool down in this creek bottom. It's about a 15-degree drop in temperature from yesterday morning, so I'm expecting these deer to be moving. I saw that little 6-pointer this morning and 6 doe, but just not seeing the bucks moving like I was expecting. It's November 4th. I'm back down here on this farm that I hunted earlier this week. Back down in this same creek bottom. On the one stand that I hunted on Monday. I sat in all day Monday, only saw 3 deer. But it's cold this morning. It's about 32 degrees, so I'm expecting to see some more movement. I just had a pretty nice 8-pointer about 50 yards above me. Looked like a big-bodied deer, probably a 3-year-old, like 100 to 110 inches. But that's pretty much what I'm looking for, so he went into this thick stuff right above me. I didn't see him come out the other side. So he's in there right now, I think. I tried calling to him. But I don't know if he heard it or not. I called when I couldn't see him just so he couldn't pick me out, but I don't know. He's up in there somewhere. Well, it's November 6th. I finally made it back up to the cabin. Out here at our clover plot out back. It's about an acre and a half of clover. It has a lot of grass in it again this year, but there's still a lot of clover out there. The deer hitting it pretty good. I'm tucked up in here in this pine tree in a permanent stand. It's kind of right on the edge of the food plot, and it's about 15 yards from the scrape, the heavy scrape that they're hitting good. There's a lot of does coming in here, mostly at nighttime, but there's a couple throughout the day every now and then, and in the evening they've been coming out about an hour to a half hour before dark, and the bucks have been out here chasing them. I've been getting nice buck on camera every day. There was a big 8-point in here right in front of this stand on Halloween in the morning, and there was a big 10 in here last night at about 4:15 in the evening, like an hour and 10 minutes before dark. He was in here, and he was feeding in the food plot, and then he come over and hit this scrape. There's a super heavy scrape over here behind me. It's probably the hardest hit scrape on the property. They hit it every year. But there's that big 10, there's the big 8. We know of 2 other big 10 points around that are good and mature. But there's a couple nice 3-year-old 8-pointers running around that I'd probably shoot if they came in. They're pretty nice. That's kind of what I'm looking for, is like a 3-year-old deer or better. It's about 32 degrees this morning. It's good and cold. So these deer should be up and moving at some point. Some action here. It's about 10 o'clock. Had a doe, a nice big doe, came running in right under me, and she ran out across the field, and I figured something was chasing her. And then about 10 minutes later, I look out in the field, and here comes this buck that I have a bunch of pictures of. He come running across the field in the same path that the doe did, but he was running the opposite direction. And he come in here under me, and I got a good look at him. He has a little bit of mass, and he's real tall. He has real long G2s, and then his G3s are kind of short. But he was a pretty nice buck. I was undecided if I wanted to shoot him or not, looking at the pictures, but looking at him right here, he looked pretty good to me. He looked like a nice 3-year-old. I got the camera turned around and grabbed my bow. And I clipped on, and he was walking straight away from me. And then when he went to turn, I tried to stop him, but he stopped kind of behind some sticks, and then he just kept trotting. So I didn't want to take a bad shot on him or anything. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see him again, because he's been super regular on these cameras. about 12 o'clock. I just had this little one horner come in and hit the scrape. So it's good to see a buck are moving a little bit. We just need the right one to come in. It's November 7th. I came back out here to the clover block where I hunted yesterday. I sat all day in here yesterday and saw 3 deer, a doe, and those 2 buck. That one was like a borderline shooter. I kind of decided that I was going to try to shoot him after he was like leaving, so I didn't get a shot at him, but he's been running around out here pretty good, so we might see him again. Yeah, it's pretty warm this morning. It's like 52 degrees now. It's supposed to get up to like 60. It could be worse, but it's pretty warm for this time of year. Well, it's about 12 o'clock. I haven't seen any deer this morning. There's some moving in this warm weather, I guess. I'm gonna get down and get back to the camp for a little, grab some lunch and then get back out somewhere. Probably switch it up tonight on somewhere around the house. Not sure yet, see what the wind's doing, and make a plan for this evening. Spot right behind the cabin. It's kind of a little bit of a thicket back in here. Came in here about 2 o'clock this afternoon, and as soon as I got set up, I noticed a deer standing down in front of me about 60 yards, and then it just bedded back down. And then after, probably around 3 o'clock, they got up and fed for about 45 minutes, and then bedded back down again. And they finally just got up a couple minutes ago, and they kind of shook themselves off, and then they started heading right towards me. And as soon as I got ready, the wind started hitting me right in the back, and I was like, oh man. And of course they smelled me. They didn't snort or anything, but they took off. I saw the 2 big doe take off, and then I didn't see the fawn, but then another big deer that jumped up right beside the doe, and I think it was a buck. I thought I saw horns, like nice horns, but I couldn't tell for sure. I didn't have the camera on yet. I've had a good wind all night. They've been bedded down there all night. And they just started hitting me in the back, and it didn't go 5 seconds. It's November 8th. I came back in here to the stand I was in last night. I saw a couple deer in here last night, so I thought I'd try it again this morning. So there was a couple does bedded in here with a pretty nice buck, and they smelled me when they got up to come up here. But I have a decent wind this morning. They should be coming back in here, coming off the food plots and stuff, and it's just a pretty good travel area. There's some rubs and scrapes and stuff back here, so hopefully a buck comes cruising through. Well, I just got set up for the afternoon. I came up to this spot. Jake had a pretty good buck on camera on his cell cam this morning. In the daylight in here. It's a pretty nice deer. So I figured I'd come up and try this. I wasn't seeing anything behind the house this morning. We have a little food plot up here, and there's some pretty good trails, like cutting the corner of the property up here, heading up into the neighbors, over into their food plots. And it's kind of like a sanctuary over there, so there's usually quite a few deer over there. I have like a marginal wind in here, but I sprayed a bunch of nose jammer, and most of the time the wind swirls up here anyways, so it just kind of is what it is. Just hope we get lucky with that. My dad hunted here 2 evenings ago and saw a couple doe and had a nice buck, a nice white 8-pointer, come right by him, but it was too dark to shoot. It was like right at quitting time. I should be able to hunt this morning until about 11, and then I might hunt this evening too. We'll see what the wind is doing. But I didn't have a good wind for the stand that I wanted to hunt this morning, so I'm back in this creek bottom again. Haven't been getting as many pictures at this stand as the other stand, but it's kind of my only option down here. It's good and cold this morning. It's about 30 degrees. The wind is marginal, but it's kind of my only options. Hoping to see some bucks cruising in here. I saw a couple last time I was here, but not like I usually do. I sold 9 doe this morning, which isn't bad, but I didn't see any buck, which is pretty unusual down here. Usually the buck are running all day long during the rut, but I don't know if they're not around. Maybe there's a hot doe on a different property around here, or maybe they're just bedded this morning. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna get down and check some cameras, and I didn't bring lunch, so I'm gonna go get some lunch and come back in here around 1 for the afternoon hunt. Well, I just got set up for this evening's hunt. I'm over here in my ladder stand. The wind switched around a little bit, so I came over here, and camera over here had a couple decent ones that I'd shoot, but mostly at nighttime. It's November 13th, back down here on this farm by my house. I finally got a good win for this stand that I've been wanting to hunt. I had couple buck the last week or so in here, not many. Not as many as the weeks before that, but I figured I'd give it a shot. There was a lot of doe on this camera too. I figured I'd get a shot at a doe, I'd probably take it. But it's about 8 o'clock. I've seen 10 doe already up on the hill, so they're moving a little bit. It's really cold. It's like 24 degrees. It's really cold, and I forgot my boots. I have my freaking cowboy boots on, so my toes are frozen. I have 2 more days of my vacation time from work, just today and tomorrow, and then I have to go back to work. But I can hunt the development spot after work in the evenings. I can get back there and get like the last hour and a half in. Well, it's about 10 o'clock. I haven't seen anything else since right away this morning, those 10 doe. But I don't know where the buck are. They're just not moving, I guess, or they're just not in the area right now. But I'm gonna get down. I'm pretty cold. Go warm up, get something to eat. Then I'll probably get back out at the development spot to hunt the evening. There's been a few pictures in there lately, so a couple decent, nothing real big, a couple decent bucks and a couple doe, so probably give that a shot this afternoon. So I'll see you then. Well, I just got set up for the evening here. I got in here pretty late. That's about 4 o'clock. I only have a little over an hour. Most of the evening pictures that I'm getting in here are like the last half hour of the day anyways, so I think we'll be alright. There was a pretty nice buck in here this morning. Looked like a nice 3-year-old. He has pretty good wise, and then I think he might have little points to make him an 8-pointer or something. But there was yesterday morning there was a good buck in here. He was definitely at least a 3-year-old. I'm not sure if it was the same one or not. He looked similar, but I think the one yesterday might have been a little bit bigger. I'm not sure. Yesterday evening there was a bunch of does in here right after dark, and then throughout the night, so there's quite a few doe working through the area. Even if it's not in the daytime, they're still around here, so these bucks should be moving through here looking for them. Probably about 14 inches wide, pretty nice wise, and little G3s. I think it was a little 8-pointer. light left, but I just had two nice big doe come by 25 yards. Looked like they were bumped by something. I'm gonna come back in here tomorrow morning, and whether I see anything or not, I'll probably come back for it tomorrow evening again. Well, it's about 10 o'clock. I haven't seen anything this morning, so I'm gonna get down and go check my traps that I set yesterday, and get a few things done at home, and come back here probably about 3 o'clock. Want to last like 2.5 hours, so I'll see you then. Well, I just got set up for this evening. Back in here at the development spot again. Didn't see anything this morning. Saw a nice buck last night in a couple days. But a couple bucks on the camera, so let's see what happens. I have to go back to work tomorrow, so hopefully we can get something done.
Hurry.
Jump, baby. Yes. I cannot believe that happened. That's a 9-point. I've never seen that deer before. I can't believe I made the shot. I think I hard shot him. It looked perfect. He come full on that doe. I just heard trotting. I thought it was a squirrel. And I seen a nice big doe coming, acting like she was being chased. I was like, oh, here we go. And I mean, most of the time that I see that, it's just either a little buck bumping her or just nothing coming after that. And then I heard something else coming. I was like, it has to be a buck. It has to be. And when I saw that right, he's cool. His points come in like this. I've never seen that deer before. I can't believe I gotta call my dad, and I gotta call Jake. I saw it when he ran away. I saw the blood coming out. I think I hit him low, but like right in the heart, I think. I was shaking so bad when I saw that deer coming. I think I heard him go down. I gotta call my dad.
I hit a nice 9-point. I'm pretty sure it was, I mean, it looked like it was right behind the shoulder and just a tad low, like a heart shot. 23 yards on that trail. He was on that trail that I shot the doe on opening day. Sounds good. Yep. Bye. I just hit one. That was a pretty nice 9-point. Yeah, I'd say he's at least 3.5. I think he went down the hill. But I'll let you know if I need help or need help tracking or something. It sounded like he crashed right down, just like right out of sight.
Alright, it's been about 25 minutes since I shot. I called everybody. Like 4:15 I shot. It's 4:42 right now. I get down on the ground, I'll get below like all the leaves and twigs and stuff, and I'll be able to see down through there. And luckily he ran on that same property that I have permission to retrieve deer from down there.
So hopefully he's laying down there. Fingers crossed. I think we got him. So I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna try to find my arrow and see what the blood looks like, and then do a little bit of a scan, see if I can see him. If the blood looks good, I'll probably follow it. Try to get him before it gets dark. I just got down on the ground. Gonna see if I can go find my arrow. I think I got a good pass through. So the arrow should be laying right there. But I'm gonna go take a look. That's what we want to see right there. Oh, there's blood everywhere. Look at this. Rage. That's the third kill with that arrow. There's blood everywhere. He's just pouring out. My memory card just filled up as soon as I said that, but I found him. He's right here. He's pretty nice. I see a rack stick. Just gonna make sure I'm still on the property, because it did go over to the left a little bit, but I think I'm still on this guy's property. Yeah, I'm still good for now. Somebody's not happy I'm here, though. I'm happy with him. Perfect shot, just like I thought. But I knew he wasn't real wide, but he's got nice time length. Got his one busted off G2. I'm happy with him, nice 3-year-old. I'm gonna put a tag on him quick and drag him up to my property, because this dog's freaking out. So I'll see you in a minute. Well, here he is. It's a nice 3-year-old. He's kind of busted up here. Looks like he might have broke this in velvet. His G2 on the right side there. His beam kind of curls around, kind of cool. And he's got a nice, real nice 5 on that side. It's a shame he didn't have that on this side, but hey, I'll take it. It's not super heavy or nothing, but it's really cool deer. It's not super wide, but it's got nice long points. It's a good 3-year-old 9-pointer. I've never shot a 9-pointer before. And I got lucky because apparently somebody hit him earlier in archery season at some point. This big scar in his back. Hit him like in the backstrap. But yeah, this is definitely the buck that I had on camera. Looking at it now. I've never seen this deer before until Sunday morning. I'm pretty sure it was him. I had him on my camera Sunday morning, right after 8 o'clock, maybe 8:20, and then he was in here yesterday morning, Monday the 13th, at 6:45 in the morning, and I didn't know what he was. Both pictures I only saw this side, and I couldn't really tell what he was, and it was blurry. But yeah, I hunted this morning and didn't see anything, and then I didn't have any evening pictures of him. It's possible he snuck through here in the evening without me getting pictures, but he came following that doe this evening, and I let him have it at 23 yards. It looked like a perfect hard shot. I didn't cut him out yet, but I would imagine that's what it was. That arrow was covered in blood, and there was blood everywhere on the leaves. It was nothing to follow it down through there. But yeah, my first buck kill on film. I didn't get the greatest footage of him because I was just more focused on killing a buck. I had my Tacticam on my bow kind of for backup, but I saw him coming up through. I figured I had a little bit of time. I was just filming that doe that was right ahead of him. She was only about less than a minute, maybe 30 seconds ahead of him. I just got done filming her. I already had the camera on, so I just turned it over to that clearing. Same clearing I shot that doe in opening day. And yeah, I just put it on the clearing. I turned my Tacticam on my bow, and figured if I get it, great. If I don't, you know, whatever. And got a little bit. I mean, I just got him walking into frame and then me shooting. That was pretty much it. But I'd take this over just filming him and not getting a shot at him or something, you know. I'm gonna get him gutted out and go and show him off to a couple people. Put a lot of time in the woods. Put a lot of time in working before the season, during the off season. Put a lot of time in. I think I've hunted 9, 10, 11, 12. This is the 12th day I've hunted since October 27th. I took a few days off. I worked a few days. I took a few days off, just get some things done at home and kind of reset my mind and everything. Just because it wears on you, hunting so hard. Couple of those were all day sits. Not all of them. Maybe probably less than half. But anyway, all the hard work pays off. That's it right there. I'm gonna go show them off, and maybe now I can do some gun hunting down in Maryland. See if we can get something done down there.